for Xur this week, he is in the beautiful industrial reef. So, as always, when he's in the reef, he is going to be down here. Take the long way past Brother Vance. Hi, how are you? I'll go flawless later. Alright, so go this way. You could have taken a shortcut. I'm trying to work my guy out, but you could have came that way. You could have came that path, but I didn't. I took the long way, kind of like how I take the stairs instead of the elevator, that kind of thing. So here is Xur. Hi, our little buddy. How are you? Let's do a little victory dance, and let's see what he has. All right, so Xur this week, I am hearing from everybody. They are up in arms because he did not bring 3 of coins. Where are my 3 of coins and my easy exotics? Alright, so we'll talk about that in just a minute and my take on that. But starting off, we have an exotic engram for the helmet. So this is not a legacy. So this will give you current light level year 3 helmet. So if you are in need of a helmet, get some of these. The next thing here is the Cresta Alpha Lupe for the Titan. This one right now, going off of Dim, has an 85% stat roll. So you can do a lot better. So we'll talk about Glass Needles in just a minute, but this is definitely a piece, if you need this, that you're going to want to re-roll. If you're looking to get any tier 12, tier 11 stat builds, definitely need to re-roll these. These right here have fast revive, so you get supers generate an extra orb, and you revive and be revived faster. So this used to be pretty necessary in year 1 of trials. Also supers in the early day raids. This was huge for that as well. Next up for the Hunter, we have the Don't Touch Me, Bros. Don't touch me! What this does is taking damage from a melee attack makes you briefly invisible. So I have a pair of these. These were also used for me all the time in the beginning of Crota's End's raid. So when all the thralls were coming out of everywhere and you're shooting all over the place, and heaven forbid that cursed thrall sneaks up next to you and blows you and your fire team up when you're trying to wait for the lamp to go, or you slow down for a revive because your buddy wasn't running quite fast enough. Every time you get hit by an enemy or a melee attack, it's going to make you briefly invisible. So you could almost literally just skate through that entire thing. And actually, you know what? Let's see that in action. All right, guys. So let's try these Don't Touch Me's out. As you can see, I have the Don't Touch Me's on. So taking damage from a melee attack makes you briefly invisible. So when these thralls at the beginning of this raid, let's see, doing the lanterns part. Let's see how these pop up. Oh, no, I'm good. I'm invisible. I'm good. They can't hurt me. Nope. Oh, nope. See how this works? I'm invisible. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Because I have Don't Touch Me. So these are the only part that these work well for. Not the only part, but these were the main thing. So this is part of my... As you can see there, those gauntlets were amazing for Crota's End raid if you are a hunter. You were able to just escape past one. Your fire team was having to shoot and all that. It wasn't fair. I know sometimes people would cheese it with a hunter and they would go invisible, either with the Don't Touch Me's or other ways, and go invisible and pass it just with one person, kind of cheese it. But this was something I used all the time on my hunter, and it was definitely necessary. It made it a lot easier. And once again, that was big for a year 1 raid, so I'll come back to my theory at the end here. Next up for the Warlock is the Apotheosis Veil. This is it's an okay helmet. I honestly haven't used it for quite some time. I haven't used it since Crota's End. So at the end of Crota's End, you did not regenerate health. So if you read here, the main perk for this is immediate health, melee, and grenade regeneration on activating your super. So this right here, picking up orbs, popping your super would automatically give my Warlock his health back. So whereas the end, if I didn't have a Red Death, so you'd use the Red Death, you would use this, you'd be able to regenerate health very quickly at the end of that box encounter at that year 1 raid. Next up is the Suros Regime. So this is a year 1 beast. This thing right here has been nerfed 3 ways from Saturday. I really don't honestly know if that's the saying, but it just flowed. Okay, so we're just gonna flow with that. But anyways, the Suros Regime here is one of the better auto rifles in the game. This is the year 1 beastly auto rifle. So if you look here at the stats, you're going to have the spinning up. So the longer this weapon is fired, the faster it fires, or focus fire. When zoomed, this weapon fires slower but causes additional damage. You have the Suros Legacy. The bottom half of each magazine deals bonus damage and has a chance to return health on kill. So another way for year 1 to get health back at the end of Crota if you didn't have the Red Death. You have Hammer Forge, and then you have Lightweight. So that is the main things. Down here is the Plasma Drive and the Stealth Drive. For the longest time, I personally thought these were pretty worthless. I didn't care about it. But now that I pretty much have almost everything in this game for playing it from day one, I'm getting into collector mode. So I'm using Destiny Item Manager, or DIM, to figure out what sparrows I still need. And I saw a great video from one of my clanmates put out the other day, the other left, about how to upgrade your rare level sparrows and how to do it appropriately and how to check which ones you need based on DIM. And down in the box below, I'm going to have a link to that video as well, so you guys can check that out because it's a great video, and it taught me something. There's also going to be a video linked if you don't know what DIM is, or Destiny Item Manager. The other left also made a video about that as well, so I'll put that in the description box down below, so definitely check that out. Some great quality videos and some good detail coming from the other left. Alright, so here's what everyone's kind of up in arms about today. You have the heavy ammo synth, which is normal here. We've had this for years. The 3 for 1 strange coin. This is right here what we're supposed to be getting. So 10 for 3 is the way that we're supposed to have, is what we thought. But no 3 of coins. So Bungie tweeted out today saying that Xur is going to have a different inventory possible every single week. Sometimes 3 coins might be there, maybe not. Maybe we'll see other things. Like this week we have the exotic engram for year 3 instead of the legacy back. And as we've seen from other times in the past, he didn't have heavy ammo. No heavy ammo showed up whatsoever. So we had to go and farm the exclusion zone for the Cabal and get our Glimmer to come in here and buy it from the gunsmith, or buy it. So definitely kind of cool that they're shaking it up. I personally feel like with the 3 of coins, it kind of takes a little bit of the hunt out of it. I remember the year 1 Gjallarhorn. And everyone was going for the year 1 of Gjallarhorn. You think about right now in the Days of the Dawning, everyone is going hard for the new Icebreaker. Right, so that's part of the hunt in this game and the fun in this game, and that's the part of, the RNG. It is what it is. It's not always the best, but it has that hunt, that excitement, and you feel super accomplished when you finally get it, and then you get to rub it in everyone's faces in your fire team that doesn't have it yet. That's the fun stuff. But with 3 of coins, you can pop those bad boys like candy, or like Skittles, okay? You go into a Sparrow racing match that takes 3-4 minutes to finish, boom, exotic, boom, exotic, boom, exotic. So it takes a little bit of the hunt out, so I like that they're not going to be there all the time, but I also get how they're necessary for leveling up for people that don't play hardcore. Like I do play pretty hardcore. I play almost daily, and I have played almost daily since the game came out. Me and my clan have all done that. And so it's a little bit easier for me to get the exotics that I want, whereas someone that's more of a casual gamer or a casual player, they're going to get left behind a little bit. So everyone has their own opinions, and that's my opinion on it. So I'm kind of happy that seeing that, our good old buddy Xur, Agent of the Nine, is shaking it up. All right, so last thing here that I'm going to talk about is Glass Needles. All right, I talked about Alpha Lupe right here has an 85% stat roll. Watch that DIM video in the description box below. It'll kind of educate you a little bit more if you don't know what that means. If you do know what that means, then you need to get some Glass Needles and re-roll this bad boy, okay? Right here, the Don't Touch Me Bros. These have an 89%. Apotheosis Veil, this is a 93%. So not terrible, but definitely can re-roll that and definitely get a better one for sure. So that's what I have for Xur this week. And now here comes my theory, okay? So I am literally chomping at the bit, guys. I cannot wait for Destiny 2. I am holding on to any info whatsoever about Destiny 2 to come out. So as I was going through these myself, all those are year 1 exotics. Those are huge in year 1. The Suros, the Alpha Lupe, the Don't Touch Me, the Apotheosis Veil, all of those were big for year 1. Well, what have we been hearing? All the rumors is that the old raids are coming back. The live team's been working. They're going to raise them up to current light. I remember watching a couple videos saying that maybe they throw the light up to 500 and let us grind it out all the way until the possible September release of Destiny 2. So maybe they are. And if you look at the strikes that just came back with the Dawning, like the Nexus, that you have to do part of the raid encounter from the Vault of Glass. You see other tidbits of the other strikes and other mechanics, kind of teaching the player base that maybe wasn't there in year 1 how to do different things. And then now Xur brings all of the year 1 exotics that were most popular in those raids. So there's lots of rumors, and we're seeing different things, kind of leading and hinting towards it. Bungie's commented on before that it'd be something that Bungie would only do if they feel like the players would do it week after week and get the value out of it. Me personally, I want them. I made that video here tonight of me going back with the don't touch me's. That was the first time I've loaded it into Crota's End in, I don't know, a year and a half. I mean, that was fun. I miss that stuff. That was some of my funnest memories that hooked me on this game. The Vault of Glass, all the funny moments, and trying to cheese it, and then they took away the cheeses. You couldn't push them off anymore with the grenades. All that stuff. Those are the fun memories that I remember year 1 getting hooked on this game. Game was far from polished, far from perfect. It's still far from perfect. But that was some of the original stuff, and it kind of saddens me that a lot of my friends or some of my clanmates that are just started playing or started playing in year 2 have no idea what that is. Of course we could run through it, but I mean, there's no point. It's not current light level stuff. The exotics you get wouldn't be current light level. So me personally, give me an April update. Give me with the old raids. You're teaching us how to use the raid mechanics and the new strikes. You're making the exotics from year 1 in our face all the time. So there's going to be perfect ways for us to go ahead and get that player base back into those raids. Give me a year 3 Fatebringer. Are you kidding me? Bring back those elementals. Give me the Word of Crota with my Void. I mean, that excites me. I'm super excited. So, what do you guys think about Xur this week? Leave me in the comments below. Do you think I'm a crazy man? Should I wear a tinfoil hat about my Destiny 2 theory, or my old raids coming back before Destiny 2? So, leave me comments below what you guys think. You guys think the signs are kind of pointing to that? As always, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. If you want to see more of these videos, go ahead and subscribe. I'm going to be ramping up my Destiny info. We're going to have a lot of stuff coming this spring and summer. Could be old raids. It could be another live update. Maybe Crimson Doubles. Maybe it's a Destiny 2 coming out early. You never know. But I'm going to make sure that we have everything covered here, as always. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I love your face, and don't forget,